Disclaimer! The following content contains strong language and humor. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Antrim Lords play!
Hello, everyone.
Hello. How art thou this morning? Hello. Doth everyone be having the big fun today?
We do, because look, I can see Mount Kilimanjaro from here.
That's absolutely Kilimanjaro. Yep, not gonna dispute that whatsoever.
What is it? It's about time for what?
Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're gonna learn very soon.
This is just
Oh,
obviously...
it's inside you two. Have a Jeff Duke.
Wow, this is very kind of cool stock footage that they're using overlaying for this train ride. It's almost like we've seen that mountain twice already.
Twice. It's Mount Fuji. For God's sake, 3 times this goddamn mountain has to get brought up. That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji? That's Snowcrest Peak. Ironic, because it's actually snowing outside at the time of this recording.
I know, in the middle of February, which is just mildly terrifying.
That gentle slope.
Gentle? Yeah, you just try and walk up that.
Wind is a gentle slope. So
Slope
peaceful.
is a gentle wind.
So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence? Precise? Presence?
Such a presence.
How can I describe it?
One.
To just call it beautiful would feel cliche.
That's right, that's why you should call it Akira. Oh! It's 3,776 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. And yes, I said motherfucking active.
Huh? Active volcano? Well, I already knew this, but Mount Fuji is an active volcano.
Yeah, it is. It last erupted 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, scientists thought it might have gone dormant. But nope, it could wipe out the entire civilization around it. But when they learned it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano.
So what you're saying is, if we go up and tickle it, it'll become active again.
It'll sneeze and wipe out the entirety of Japan.
Let's go up Mount Fuji!
They say the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo.
That's so far!
And not enough. When you look at the data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions don't have a routine cycle, but the longest it remained dormant was a little under 300 years. We did think it was about 350 years, but hey. And as I turns out, the last eruption was 350 years ago. Fuck your shit, man.
Well, goddammit, only Chad, you said 350, goddammit. Tell that like this motion to go away. That means it could.
Erupt at any time, yeah.
Well, goddammit, stop trying to give it 350 and make it erupt.
There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while the other is undying. So it's undyingly unique alongside all the other mountains. I don't get it neither. Some theorize that the name stems from the unique mountain, or undying mountain. It's almost like I just said that shit.
An undying mountain, eh?
Yep, that explanation would suggest that, as an active volcano, the ancients thought of it as a living mountain. Like the kunai with chains we talked about before. What the fuck did we call them? Tangers? The fucking Tangers. There we go, the Tangers. Goddamn.
A living mountain with pingus.
And here we find, at the top of Mount Fuji, the local Pingu colony. We know them by their distinctive newts. Newt, newt, motherfucker! They
Yes.
do arrange for
Ignore
drive-by
Bill there.
lootings. What?
Uh-huh. Say,
Uh-huh.
say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Uh-huh. Mount Fuji.
Nope. Newt, you can, although... Newt can only get halfway up by Newt. And past Newt, that you need to climb on Newt. I'm giving that up. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you gotta go during that period.
I see. No.
No, you hear. We told you by fucking verbal.
Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest newt. Someday, I'd like to newt it for myself.
Ah! I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Paper bag on my head.
Thank
You for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto. Please be sure to collect your belongings before you disembark.
No? Oh no, different theme tune this sign. Ah, we're here! This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto.
Those bastards at Tokyo. They stole that title from us. They stole it from us. We are Kyoto. We are the true capital of Japan.
Asani sober dry? What the fuck?
So apparently,
just a 7-Eleven hanging out? I don't
so
understand.
apparently, there's a place where sober people can just very much hang out dry, essentially.
But if you're sober, then you don't need to dry up because you're already dried up because you're sober. I don't understand Japan. This culture's weird.
But
Yeah,
in all
that-
fairness, Rhys,
right.
they did give us anime.
Anime was a mistake.
I know, because then they turned it into hentai as well.
It's called hentai, but it's art. Kyoto was Japan's capital for 1,000 years for hentai until it was changed over to Tokyo for that tentacle shit in 1867.
In my best voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, for over 1,000 years, Kyoto was the temple of peace and justice in the Old Republic, before the dark times, before the Tokyo.
But you see, during those dark times, Obi-Wan, Kyoto became the capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was centered in the Nara prefecture, and the capital would shift around when the head of state changed. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as the Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for more than 1,000 years. Surprise, motherfucker!
A young shogun knight named Kirihito was a pupil of mine until he turned evil, helped hunt down the temple of the capital of Kyoto.
The temple
Gimme
of the
hit.
capital.
Kirihito was subdued by the dark side of Tokyo. Such a long time, huh? But
Yeah, that's wrong.
what year did the Edo period start?
About 1603.
Whoa, 3 minutes past 4? That's amazing.
Yeah, it was only like 20 minutes ago, so it's all pretty sweet now.
Well, anyways, wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year, and... well, no, to be fair, they are still the most leading capital for Pokemon trainers.
You make a good point, but we all got Pokemon Go now, so it's all okay. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun had the real power in the Edo period,
I knew it!
the formal
I
head of the
friggin'
government
knew it!
was not a shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during that time, the Japanese government was technically centered in Kyoto. Please play Total War Please, goddamn, wrong one. Please play Total War Shogun 2 to find out more.
And there's Rhys plugging in our sponsor of the day.
Man, I would plug the fuck out of Creative Assembly in Total War. Like, you don't understand how hard I would absolutely simp Like, let me put it this way. I could very easily put an entire segment for Year of the Waifu, where it's just me playing a Vlad and Isabella campaign. Trust me. Very easy.
Yeah. Can I just say that Akira and Makoto are just blinking at you, going like,
Yeah, well,
interesting.
They look more like they're still waiting on the Japanese element of DLC for the Three Kingdoms game to be put on.
Look, even when it was officially moved to Edo, Kyoto, and Osaka continued to grow as if they were still next door to the capital.
That's right.
I see. Asaya Sober Dry. What kind of rehabilitation center is that?
Wait, Asahi? Isn't Asahi's a type of Japanese beer? I'll try and throw it up here. But Asahi Sober Dry, so... we need to look this up. We need to find out what it is. By the way, have you had Asahi beer?
Yeah, it was
Dude, you
okay.
can get it here. It's really fucking good. It's Japanese imported beer, but it's just really fucking smooth.
It was okay. I'm not very much a beer drinker, but it was good.
Oh, you have had it? Yeah, then you don't talk about it. Oh, dude, it was so good. So you could say that Kyoto is a city that maintains the traditions of Asahi, such as the forms and culture of Asahi's good old days.
I see. I guess Kyoto is the first thing I think of when it comes to traditional Japanese culture. Just like the animes. But still...
But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, ain't you?
Well, how did you know that? But I gotta say, between all of us, I would say your sister over there is kind of the one that's really zoned out at the moment. Like, I mean, she's just jaw-dropped right there, and just zoom in on her, she's like,
Nah, she's still blinking. Because we can read your face like a book, right, Aki-chan? So something tells me it ain't the book you're looking at.
Yeah, especially when you're thinking about...
We got caught. Adam,
Yep.
we've been caught.
We've been made! We've been made! Ah!
Quick! Escape! Escape!
Rhys, I'm away! Ah!
Ah, a response like that. Wait a minute. You mean you do think of those things?
Adam, hide the folders. Hide the terabytes.
I'm deleting all of them! I'm even stripping the PC!
Oh god, now you're just being perverted again.
Oh god! Ah! Rhys, you know what we have to do? We have to follow what Ted has given us. We can't just delete all the files. There's history, there's cookies, we could just re-download that shit again. We have to break our PCs and throw it into the Loch Ness.
Oh, I thought you meant Ted Bundy. Me and you went very different paths with that. Shall we move on?
Yes, anyways, no, that was just an automated response, that's all. Just ignore the last 2 minutes of me freaking the hell out and all, but can I say your face is so cute?
And then she hits you with that opposite shit. Damn.
What, are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms?
Akira, you really want me to answer that?
That's... You idiot, of course I don't want you to think about it. You perv.
Ha! Well, I called you out. I told you, I'm not a... Hey, look at that NE sign. It kind of looks like the old Easons.
Oh god, it does look like old Easons. Come on, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest before we figure out who's got the... Never mind. It's in an earlier issue. It's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto's still a major metropolis after all. So it's gradually changing as new people and shops come in.
I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. I mean, look, there's Japanese Easons right there.
Well, as long as we're here, we really should look around at Japanese Easons. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for a quick tour. Hey, look, it's Mount Fuji. You kindly can't shut the fuck up about that place.
Yeah,
I know,
it is.
seriously.
Oh,
It's snowing
yeah,
on
it
Mount
is.
Fuji. That's what I've been waiting for.
Fuck you.
That's what I've been waiting for it to snow on Mount Fuji.
Never stops. It never stops.
So, where should we start?
First, a word from our sponsors. Play Total War Warhammer. Total War Warhammer 3's just been announced. Play Total War Warhammer.
And Honey Pop too. Getting around Kyoto?
Yeah, Kyoto's dotted with all kinds of temples, shrines, so it's surprisingly difficult to get around. The easiest method is to buy the bus apparently. I don't know why I've turned into a scat man. Skip it up. But the easiest method is a bus line managed by the city. The city bus, funnily enough.
Let's just go get the metro.
I'm not good with those. I get motion sick.
You were just on a bullet train. What do you mean you get motion sickness? You couldn't have been more motioning.
Let's keep on going in a forward motion.
No, we're done. I'm putting the full stop here. No, we're done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, but I need a moment to process my angriness. Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Rhys, where are you going? Come back! Come back! She didn't mean it!
No, I'm a flip slap this bitch!